Alright, so before we begin, I just want to make something clear, just give you a serious note before we start. I know it may seem this way, but not everything is rigged to perfection here on the Rob Rodriguez Show. I mean, that's like assuming I'm going to open the show with Rod Robertson in hand and this cup of water, okay? You think I'm going to probably dub in my voice later to make it look like I'm actually making Rod talk when I'm talking with water? Well, let's find out. Hey, Rod, how do you think the show is going to go? Well, welcome to the show, everybody. I'm your host, Rob Rodriguez. Now, a lot of things we do depend on what mood we're in. Like, are we feeling adult today, or are we feeling like we still belong in elementary school today? The world may never know. I mean, moods change depending on the situation that's going on at the moment. Like, let's say you normally order the Whopper at Burger King, but you're like, hey, you know what, today I want the chicken sandwich. What made you want the chicken sandwich? Is it the fact that there's an elderly couple enjoying chicken burgers in one of the recent commercials? Or is it because you're like, that Norm Macdonald makes a pretty convincing Colonel Sanders? So, a lot of you, adults, 18 and up, maybe older teenagers, you guys, depending on the mood you're in, you could always, switch to VH1 MTV. But then, nobody's around, please don't lie, you know you do this. You watch Nickelodeon, Disney Channel, and Cartoon Network. Let's say you're watching Nickelodeon before 2 in the afternoon. You know pretty well that the preschool block is playing right now. So you do a game of pros and cons. Do I change the channel? No, because, Disney Channel's doing the same thing at the same time. So as I was saying, you have the pros and cons list. Paw Patrol's on, what do? Do I turn off the TV? I love dogs, so I might as well just keep watching. I love those anthropomorphic talking dogs, even if their voices are ear-piercing bad. Don't get me started on that animation. I mean, I'll be honest with you. I'll be frank with you even though my name's Rob. This is this week's show and how it was written. Look, I'm not really working with much except the possibility list. Yes, apparently next segment I'm supposed to talk about my mustache and how people have so many opinions on it. Well, we got a great show. When we come back, let's talk about my facial hair, even though I'm kind of on the fence about it. See, I was going through a phase where I was like, hey, when I turn 19, I just want to have a mustache the entire time. Yeah, we all go through these crazy stages and phases in our lives. So, what am I going to do about it? I know. Let's just talk about, or I could talk about it, but why don't I just show you a tribute to the worst idea ever, Rob Rodriguez's mustache of January to February. There we go, that's more like it. Hello! There's an app for that. About 75% of everyday things are now at the access of your pocket. Your front pocket, of course, not your back pocket. Because if you shove your phone in your back pocket, you might as well get a big sticker that says, "Please steal me." I'm sure they sell those at Spencer's Gift. Take Sundays, for example. You have to wrap things up by at least Sunday afternoon, and then Monday comes. What happened? You were caught up watching The Walking Dead, weren't you? No. You were at a binge party for Orange is the New Black or House of Cards. He knows that this is going to happen. Looks like this tank is swimming with the fishes. Yeah, there are people who I showed, and the phone just goes off. Look at that. There are people who I've shown episodes to. However, they're like, you're making sense, but that mustache, man, I can't stop staring at it. What is that caterpillar? Well, it's time for that weekly list known as the possibility list. You can remember this as the day that you almost caught Captain Jack. Okay, he's not here. Alright, so this list is titled 7 Ironies That Are Quote-Unquote Too Real. At number 7, stopping at the gas station with a full tank of gas. Number 6, going to Walmart when you already went to Target. Number 5, buying DVDs when you have Netflix. Number 4, pouring a bowl of cereal knowing you're out of milk. Number 3, buying cable wire when you have satellite. Number 2, a rainy day and you're wearing a new tank top. And number 1, 7 ironies that are quote-unquote too real. Texting your boss a message meant for your wife. Alright, and that is the possibility list written for you this week. Alright, well that is the show for you this week. Please enjoy the clip from the vault. I will see you next time. Alright, see ya. You know what? I forgot to say something. Remember to follow me on social media. Okay, now that that's out of the way, see ya. But however, I am a lover of salt. I mean, yeah, poor cholesterol, but still, I love salt on, anything potato-based. But I heard if you spill the salt, which shouldn't happen because I use those boxes of salt, those cylinders. I use a cylinder box of salt. So it's going to most likely spill by accident if you're not careful.